What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Honest Reviews with me, cHiLLs. Alright, for the last, 8 or 9 of these Honest Reviews, I've picked out games that I've truly enjoyed. Now, on the screen, we have a game which I did a one-off episode of called Home Improvisation. Basically, in a nutshell, what this game is IKEA furniture on your computer. So, for those of you that don't know what IKEA is a company that sells cheaply made build-it-yourself furniture, from a small little four-legged coffee table or end table like you see on the screen, all the way up to a computer desk with like fucking drawers and pullouts and slides and a keyboard tray and everything, and you build it all yourself. It's cheaper that way, you save money because you're building it yourself, and every time you build it, you forget one thing, or you end up with spare parts, and the instructions are always in Finnish, French, Spanish, English, Guatemalan, who knows. It's just in any language that is not natively yours. So you're going by pictures, and the pictures are numbered, but they're usually numbered incorrectly. So with that being said, that's what this game is it's one of those things where today you get a piece of furniture and you're gonna build it. So open the box, dump out all the shit, and put it together. So that's the whole premise of the game. You get these little boxes of furniture, you build it, and then you go to the next level. And then you build the furniture that's there, and then you go to the next level. So see right here, we got a beautiful little bench table thing. Now, what makes this game semi-interesting is the fact that it doesn't force you to put it together the correct way. So if you don't want to build, say, a table, you can put the legs on each other. You can put legs from one thing onto a different thing. And as long as you can connect two pieces together to any hole, it doesn't really matter. So that's pretty cool in that aspect, that if you wanted to, you could build a robot instead of a table. Robot wouldn't be able to move or anything like that, but hey, that's a choice you have. You can play, I think, local online with 4 people kind of thing. You can connect with random people. The problem with connecting with a random person is you have no way to communicate. There's no chat in the game or anything like that, so kind of useless. It's the two of you fighting over shit to do and not knowing what the other person's thinking. You're just kind of randomly putting shit together, and the other one's like, I don't want to build it the right way, I want to build a dick. And so here they are putting stuff together, and you're trying to put it together another way, and so that can be confusing. With 4 friends or 2 friends even, I could see it being semi-interesting. The game itself goes for, I think it's 20% off or something like that. Goes for about $8-9. Normally it'd be about 10 or 11. So for that price, and as you guys who have watched my series before, the Honest Reviews, I don't do a 1 to 10 or a 5-star rating kind of thing. I base it off of the money you pay. Are you going to get your value's worth? So for the entirety of me playing this game, I recorded 3 episodes for this, but I only put 1 up. The reason being is it kept crashing, or it would glitch out, or it would stop recording partway through. And it's not the recording software, it was the game itself. So that was a thing that was truly annoying, that I couldn't even get it to record. The only way I could do it was to do a smaller windowed version and then stretch it out in post editing or editing process, and that was a bit of a turnoff for me. But the whole part of the game where it was like, hey, I'm building furniture, but like I said, you build a little end table, then you build this thing, you end up moving into another room and you got to build something else, or a fan or something like that. Now it really lost its interest quick. I built the end table, I built this stupid thing, and then I get into the next room and it's like, again, I'm gonna continue to build shit. And maybe it's a lack of creativity in me, or the just lack of not giving a shit. I could have built a car, or I could have built a bus, or I could have built Statue of Liberty. it just wasn't in me I didn't have a desire to go and do something like that. It was like, oh, this is interesting. Let's see what it's like. And the controls themselves, as you can see here, moving it with either the mouse or a controller. You can use dual stick to, rotate one way or the next. But it became too much of a pain in the ass, because if you didn't get it exactly where it was when you placed it down, you'd have to get a hammer. You have to knock the piece out, twist it like 2 degrees just so that you can get it in the right spot. And you can see it won't necessarily connect unless you're lined up the way it should be. So those kinds of things really started to get to me, and in its entirety I spent 1 hour playing this game. So for the price you're going to pay, whether it's on sale or not, I honestly don't think that it's worth it. You're going to have to kind of play it by ear and say, yeah, you know what, I love building IKEA furniture. I might as well build it on my computer. Yay. Or go out and spend $10 on a piece of IKEA furniture and build it yourself. And then take it apart and then build a robot with it. That would be my suggestion. Easily, you could spend $10 a lot better than on this particular game. I don't see the replayability. Like I said, you get to a second or a third level of doing this, and it becomes really annoying. And then it's like, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to go shoot something. I'd rather play Fallout, or I'm going to poke myself in the eye with a needle, because that's a lot more fun than this. And I know it sounds like I'm being harsh, but in all actuality, you got to look at this from the standpoint of how much entertainment you're getting from this. And for anyone who's ever built IKEA furniture before, you know how irritating it can be. Put that onto a computer with really iffy controls. No chat feature for if you're playing with someone at random. With friends, see right here in the next room, you got a bunch of random shit that you could do. But again, it's how you place it and what you want to do with it that's entirely up to you. I just started placing shit at random. I got 3 things here, I think, and I started making a fan, and I put the fan on a table, and it was just like, And it was really hard for me to stay focused on this game. Right near the end, it was just like, yeah, I'm done with this. I really don't. I don't foresee myself wanting to play this any more than I already have. So, the good things, like the graphics in it, were pretty decent, as you can see. Semi-realistic, I'll say. And it didn't make it any better or worse. It could have been the highest def graphics in the entire universe, and it could have been 6-bit, 4-bit, 2-bit, and I really wouldn't have cared at all. It wouldn't have made a difference of me wanting to play longer or shorter or anything like that. It would have been, yep, same shit, different color. And the interest just wasn't there for me. So all in all, guys, I personally do not recommend this. It is not worth the money, in my opinion. It is something that I would have to say you could probably go out and buy, say, 8 of those $1 games and have a hell of a lot more fun playing those $1 games that really have no point to it, that are like a side scroller or something like that. And I think you'd probably get more use out of that than you would out of this game here, and definitely a lot more playtime, because it's not something that I would ever go back to, and that's why it was a one-off on my channel. I think it's got about 200 views on it, and even if it had 5,000, I would never go back and play it. I wouldn't want to put myself through that. I built a lot of this furniture, well, not a lot, but I built a few pieces of this furniture in my lifetime, and each time it's the same frustrating thing. It's leftover parts and mixed things and instructions that don't make sense and that kind of shit. So definitely don't want to be doing that on a computer screen. Like I said, you want to piss yourself off, go to IKEA, buy yourself a $10 piece of furniture, bring it home and build it, and then there you go. Trust me, it'll last a hell of a lot longer than an hour too. So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it helped you to decide whether or not if you wanted to purchase this game or not, because I sure as hell wouldn't, and I'm so happy I got it for free. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, you already know what to do with that like button. And if you haven't hit that sub button yet, make sure you do that too before you go. And you'll get to see at least 3 videos every single day. Take care.
Very simple.